Hello everybody, my name is Ginge, and welcome to the Stanley Parable. Now, usually I play Subnautica, Overwatch, or anything else I can. Subnautica is usually my PC game, Overwatch and Mirror's Edge my PlayStation game, but my wife actually recommended the Stanley Parable to me and assumed that I would appreciate this game. So without further ado, let's get in. Now, I understand that this game is old, but I have no idea what it is about. So, I've never heard it. I've never heard of it, never played it, so let's find out. Let's jump right in.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winding, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I did? Oh, okay, so I actually control this. Oh my god, I have no feet. Okay, so this is the Stanley Parable. I'm not really sure what I'm doing at the moment. Don't even have a cursor, it looks like. Okay. Oh, wow. Ooh, controls are touchy. Okay, can't get in there.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Okay, let's see if this works.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
Gosh damn you.
Perhaps 50 clicks will do it.
You
Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Oh, motherfucker. Okay. So, I can already tell I'm not gonna like this.
I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Okay. So, yeah, I'm guessing I'm going to be listening to this jackwagon through a good portion of this game. Oh, that's empty. 417. But because I am an achievement slut, where's 417? Hey, that guy's playing solitaire in there. Dude, that ain't... I don't want to play solitaire. Let me in. Dude, let me in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Okay. 430. 437, there it is.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415? Where's that at? Four 417, 416, 415. 1, 2, 3.
Now, back to door number 437.
Motherfucker!
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Copy machine? What's the...
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Okay.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419, 418, 423, 424, 422, 421, 418, 419. How do I climb? Alright, I'm gonna go through all my buttons, guys. Space. Why can't it be space? Oh, there's duck.
Yes!
There we go.
This is great! You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
Oh my god!
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine, do that one again!
You English prick! Give me the freaking achievement! Okay, give me the fucking thing.
Finish it off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
You son of a bitch!
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
dude, not cool.
he entered the door on his left.
No, fuck you! After that bullshit you just put me through, fuck off.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
What the fuck happened here? Why is everything so trashed? One of these doors gotta be unlocked. Oh my god. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, that guy's not playing solitaire. Okay, so here's the lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I can't get a coffee? Dude, come on. I'm tired. I want a coffee.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating
Fuck
that
off.
even but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, no. 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 This room doesn't look much better.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you were lying right now, stop. Well, okay, then. Oh, God. Okay, this is... Oh, wait. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I bet I can land on
I'm
one of
not
that
your
truck.
enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
And don't you forget.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I hate this guy. Like, no joke, I fucking hate this guy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Screw off.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Shut up, I got
he
one
entered
left.
the door on his left.
Let's see if anything changes. Or if it just takes me back the same way but without the thing. Alright. No other options here.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve I was reading that. Using slides to assure employees that everything was okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in that. I'm just gonna walk. I'm in the room closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
There's gotta be something in here. The creators wanted to put this in here. If I couldn't find something to bullshit with.
Nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow. Just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Something's in here. Something is in here.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FM. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Fuck off. I don't like this guy. I'm short-tempered as it is, and this guy's making me really, really, really angry. Freaking Dingus!
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
I was wondering that earlier.
Doors closed automatically behind him wherever he went. And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
What the?
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up.
What the hell?
How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What?
Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
I'm running away from you.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it.
God dang it, I thought he shut up.
He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
You dick. You freaking dick.
Stanley began screaming.
Ah!
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear me?
Oh God, I'm seeing her out. I'm in hell.
Who am I? And everything went black.
Okay. This English guy's messing with me.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Wait, what?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Okay. I'm confused. Okay, well, I'm assuming that's not the only ending to this game, is me fucking up and dying, of course. So, I'm gonna see you guys on the next Stanley Parable, so... Until then, I'm gonna go figure out what the hell just happened, so... I'll see you then, bye-bye.